Hey everyone, it's Asher Freidberg with the Illuminerdi, and today we're going to be talking about the history of Earth-838's Illuminati. Before we get started, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share to help us continue to grow. I'll be going in depth about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, so spoilers ahead. As we saw in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the Illuminati has been introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The debut of this team is one of the biggest talking points of the film, so let's break down exactly who this team is and the history of their characters. In the film, we were introduced to the Illuminati of Earth-838. This version of the Illuminati consisted of Professor X, Captain Carter, Black Bolt, Captain Marvel, Reed Richards, and Sorcerer Supreme Mordo. While many expected this team to consist of members from throughout the multiverse, all members of this team were established to be from the same Earth, which means these characters had completely different histories than the variants they were inspired by. To start, we'll talk about Professor X. On this Earth, the existence of mutants is still left a mystery. While Charles Xavier is a mutant, we don't know if there are any others in this universe. This version of the character is heavily inspired by the X-Men animated series opposed to the X-Men films. Whether or not mutants exist in this reality, Professor X is still one of the most powerful characters in Marvel Comics, and it makes sense that the Doctor Strange of their universe would recruit him. Captain Carter on this Earth likely has a fairly similar history to her what-if variant. Peggy probably took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers and became Captain Carter, and made the ultimate sacrifice, resulting in her being brought to the present. Now in modern day, she likely met members of the Illuminati and joined forces with them. The Black Bolt of this world likely has a different history opposed to the version of the character in ABC's Inhumans, where he was also portrayed by Anson Mount, based on the radically different design and effects of his powers. Black Bolt is certainly their leader, explaining his role on the team. This team had a variant of Captain Marvel on the roster, this version being Maria Rambeau. In this universe, Rambeau was likely given her powers by the Tesseract instead of Carol Danvers, making her Captain Marvel. As one of the strongest characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, her tenure as an Illuminati member seems logical. Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, debuted in this film, played by John Krasinski. This variant of the character was a member of the Fantastic Four, a team confirmed to exist in this universe. This version of the character is older and has children with Sue Storm. This Earth appears highly advanced, and with Reed being said to be the smartest man alive, this is likely his doing. As a super genius with incredible abilities, his role on the team is a no-brainer. Finally, the Illuminati had a variant of Doctor Strange as the leader and founder of this team. Doctor Strange, being one of the most powerful beings on their Earth, had a similar role in the team as he did with the Avengers from the looks of it. After his removal from the team, Carl Mordo took his place as Sorcerer Supreme. The Illuminati appears to be this Earth's main group of defenders, as the 7 of them were the only heroes to be seen fighting Thanos on Titan. The lack of Avengers referenced or seen could imply they don't exist in this reality. We know Captain America likely doesn't exist because Peggy took the serum instead of Steve. In theory, this could have affected the timeline, causing Bruce Banner's experiments to go differently, assuming they took place at all, resulting in the lack of Hulk 2. Iron Man's existence in this world is also left a mystery. While Ultron sentries were seen, we don't know who created them. Chances are, Reed Richards created them, or maybe even Hank Pym like the source material. It could be the reasoning behind the new design. As for Thor, we don't know how his history could have been affected. He could very easily just be off-world. In this reality, Thanos still sought after the Infinity Stones to balance the universe. The Illuminati appeared to intercept him on Titan, where we saw his dead body impaled by his own sword. As they managed to kill him before arriving on Earth, the snap likely never occurred in this universe. Following this, the Illuminati decided to remove Doctor Strange from the equation after he used the Darkhold to find a way to defeat Thanos, which resulted in an incursion that destroyed an entire universe. They achieved this by having Black Bolt kill him by uttering the words, "I'm sorry." The Illuminati opted to not tell the world about their Doctor Strange's misdeeds, claiming the world needs heroes. This variant of Strange was immortalized as a statue and viewed as a hero in their reality. Following the death of the founder of the team, Professor X took over as leader. Sadly, we know how the story of Earth-838's Illuminati ends, very gruesomely. Most of the members' fates were fairly clear, such as Black Bolt, who blew his own brains out, Professor X, whose neck was snapped, and Captain Carter, who was cut in half with her own shield. these characters are most certainly gone. As for the rest, their fates are unfortunately likely the same, but hope could still remain. Reed Richards was torn apart by the Scarlet Witch, but in the comics, he's been twisted out of shape on many occasions. He could theoretically return, although the popping of his head doesn't bode well. We can hopefully expect to see John Krasinski return as Mr. Fantastic as the core universe's variant of the character. Captain Marvel might also stand a chance at surviving. She's one of the physically strongest characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so there's a chance she could have survived being crushed by the statue. She was shown to have arguably the least violent death. The only member of Earth-838's Illuminati left alive appears to be Karl Mordo. He manages to escape Wanda's wrath by fighting Doctor Strange instead. We could see this variant travel to Wanda and Doctor Strange's universe for revenge. As a man who devoted his life to safeguarding his reality, he likely won't take the death of his team lightly. With the debut and prompt demise of the Illuminati, we can only hope that Doctor Strange was inspired by this team of heroes, hopefully resulting in him assembling his own Illuminati. We could see a more comic-accurate iteration of this team in the MCU going forward, maybe featuring Namor, as well as MCU variants of Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, and Black Bolt. What were your thoughts on the Illuminati's appearance in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? Did the deaths of the team terrify you the way they did us? Let us know in the comments and on our Twitter. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share, and be sure to check us out on our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. See you all next time.